All right, welcome everybody to the first episode of the Bros Yappin podcast, where I'm going to do exactly that. I'm just going to be yapping. So, if you're not down for that, at least stick around for the chill music. The vibes are immaculate. But anyways, I just wanted to talk first and foremost about me uploading on my channel again, because I haven't been doing that in years. And so, I was uploading, I was making gaming videos, but I just recently came back with a video on Friday. It's a video it's titled Cody Ko and Noel Miller finally address Cody's allegations. And it's regarding the statement that was signed Cody and Noel. So it's like a statement from both of them. And they sent it out to their staff. Let me get a drink of water here. This is an uncut. This background music, it's actually going, so you'll be able to tell if there's a cut. So this is just an uncut, unedited. Anyways, this is the video that I published on Friday, and it has gotten 5,817 views currently since it was published. It's only converted to 2 new subscribers, and the average view duration is only 1:35 of the 5-minute video. So it's not anything to get super crazy excited about, but it's by far not even close the most views that I've ever gotten on a video. I have my video on the COD World at War one room map, which was my main video that would pop up when you went to my channel for a while. That has 119 views right now, and then everything else other than that has less than 100 views, less than 50 views, less than 10 views, But yeah, all of a sudden then I just have this video that is, almost 6,000 views. And what's crazy is that it's not blowing up, but it's just steadily, consistently getting a decent amount of views. And I'm thinking that most of the views that are coming to my podcast, which aren't a lot, but I'm guessing a lot of it are people getting it suggested to them when they watch my Cody Ko video. But yeah, so I just wanted to briefly talk about that. So on my podcast, though, Deep Dives on Everything, episode 1, if you haven't watched that, I would recommend, if you don't like kind of creepy, if you don't like listening to creepy YouTube videos, at night and stuff, then I wouldn't do that. But if so, I think it's the perfect video to watch at night, laying in bed, that sort of thing. It is designed to be an audio only experience, which I'm not going to be doing with this. I am going to try and incorporate more visual elements for the stuff that I'm talking about. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that podcast. So for this last school semester, for this last school year, 2 semesters, I took advanced radio production classes at community college. So we're going to talk more about that, and I'm going to play some clips. And so you're going to find out kind of the details from that, most likely. So I'll just talk about it. And it's currently where I'm recording this because I don't have good microphone equipment and stuff. So this is where I can go to actually record my voice with a good mic and all that, and then actually edit it with Adobe Audition, because I can't afford Adobe editing software. But anyways, the community college is Parkland College in Champaign, Illinois, and we have a radio station for the college that's on campus, and it's 88.7 FM, and you can stream on parkland.edu/WPCD. And you can stream the radio station online anywhere in the world. But yeah, it plays locally and within like a 45-minute radius of Champaign, Illinois. So yeah, it's a decently big station for a community college, especially. But yeah, so anyways, all you have to do is you take the first class is Intro to Radio Production, and you take that and you start out doing practice DJ shifts in this little booth where it's all the same equipment, the same board, the same mic, the same software, the same 2-monitor setup and everything. And you get to practice for a couple of weeks, and then they just kind of put you in the real studio and have you start doing, actual DJ shifts. They have you start those like within the first month of the class, which is pretty, it's intimidating at first, but it's the best way to do it because you really have to just get in there and start doing shows and to get comfortable with it, and I've been doing a lot of my radio shows by myself, which is, why I feel like I can do this is because when I do my shows and I'm talking, it's just me. I don't typically have a guest. I think some people frequently bring on guests, but I personally don't. And, I haven't often, but I have before. But yeah, anyways, the other element of the class, especially in the advanced production, which is the next class you can take after the introductory class, is the advanced radio production class, and you have projects where in the intro class your projects are creating like short 30-second long little spots for the radio station, whether they're ads or PSAs or liners, which are like when you just shout out the name of the station in between songs, like very short, like 15 seconds or 30 seconds or so. And then in the advanced radio production one, there's actually a podcast project, and so that's what Deep Dives on Everything was. I made it for a class. It was an actual project for a class that I took at my college. So yeah, that's what it is. And I decided it was originally an audio only experience. Like literally the submission for this project was just the WAV file, the .wav file for this podcast. That's how I submitted the project. So it was originally just an audio only experience. And after I made the Cody Ko video, I was like, you know what, I could really just easily turn my podcast into a YouTube video. I could just kind of put up some pictures and kind of just, like the audio part of it's already completely and totally done. And so that's what I decided to do. And by proxy of that, I sort of figured out. I started just making different images, and so yeah, the thumbnail is a little like logo that I made. I made a few different like versions of it, a bunch of different versions of it actually, and I really liked the red, white, and blue theming of this one. I think it came out the best. I ended up making a logo, which I also really like. And so, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, for during the video, it's other just images that I put, deep dives on everything on. And so, yeah, it's a relatively simple thing, but it was designed to be an audio only experience anyways, so that's sort of the idea. But yeah, so that's the story behind Deep Dives on Everything. I made it for an actual school project, and I just decided to and it was audio only, and so yeah, I decided to just make these images and add that. And so that's why if you listen to it, there's 2 fake ad spots. There's one in the beginning, and then there's one at the very end. And yeah, they're not real ad spots, which if you like listen, you can kind of tell, except for the first one you can tell, because it's like about a fake cryptocurrency, and I kind of like make like meta commentary, but the second one is more serious and sounds like it could be a real thing, but it's actually a reference to this radio station. It's WPCD Auto Repair, which isn't a real business, but like I said, this radio station is WPCD 88.7 FM, so that's what the reference was. It was to reference the station. It was just to be a fake business to make a fake ad spot, because that was one of the requirements were that there were 2 ad placement spots worked into our podcast. And yeah, the other reason why it's 13 minutes long is because it like could be 10 minutes to like 30 minutes. That was like the range. So it wasn't meant to be like a super duper long podcast like most podcasts are. So but yeah, I did do a decent amount of research, nothing crazy. I basically a lot of the inconsistencies that I picked up on were just from watching Nick Crowley's video over and over again, and watching mine as I was making it over, listening to my podcast and what I'm saying and going over everything so many times is how I like started to pick up on a lot of the inconsistencies that I pointed out. And yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting thing. And I would be interested in, continuing that, but I'd have to figure out exactly how I'd want to approach that, because for that video, it was fully scripted out. I'll just go ahead and admit that, like, it was fully scripted. This is not, unless you couldn't tell, this is not scripted at all. But my Deep Dives on Everything project was totally scripted for everything. There's no like improvised sort of off the cuff stuff going on. It's fully scripted and thought out, and then like edited and everything, which, I'm gonna maybe edit this a bit, but the like background music is actually playing. So if I like cut up my my voice, you'll be able to tell, because the music will like skip around. But anyways, I wanted to have the background music because that's how I do my radio shows. So yeah, I guess I'm going to transition away from talking about that podcast project and the YouTube videos, and I'm going to talk about the radio stuff a little bit. And so yeah, that's what the Bros Yappin thing is all sort of inspired around, other than just the meme. And essentially it's I've been doing this radio show, like I said, for the last whole school year, the last 2 semesters, for the intro radio class and then the advanced radio production class. I've been doing the weekly radio shows the whole time, and then over the summer I've been continuing my show, even though I don't have to anymore for any sort of class requirements. I'm just doing it because I actually enjoy it, and also for like experience. But I actually genuinely enjoy it. And so, yeah, it's really awesome. And essentially the Bros Yappin thing, why I thought of it is basically it's not a talk radio station. The radio station, it's not a talk radio station, it's a music station. And so like you're not supposed to pause the music and talk for like too long. And that's a thing that people, including myself, have sometimes with our shows. And you might start yapping, and then you end up, I've paused the music for like 7 or 8 minutes, and you're not really, it's supposed to just be like a few minutes, not too long, especially not like often. And so, yeah, I take, during a 2-hour show, I'll do 2 air checks that are like, an air check is when you like pause the music and talk. And yeah, I'll do 2 like long ones per hour. And those long ones can be anywhere from like 5 to 7 minutes. And that's just me talking by myself. And so people who bring on guests, they'll talk for really, really long time. So that's sort of the idea. It's like, this is what I would do. I'm going to kind of approach this similar to how I do some of my longer segments for my radio show, where it's a bit improvised, just kind of laid back, and I always play background music while I do my radio show, where it actually plays over. It plays, during the show, just like this. So it's actually playing for me through my headphones, and it's part of the vibe, and it's what I'm used to with my radio show. I always play background music while I'm talking, so I wanted to do that. And so, yeah, I've got this just chill jazz piano and stuff. I love it. Forgive me for drinking water. But, I'm talking, so I've got to keep drinking the water. But anyways, so that's what I've been doing. I'm going to continue to do my radio show, and I'm going to edit in for this video. I'm going to edit in some clips of my radio shows, because I archive all of my radio shows. So I have, saved archived recordings of all of my radio shows. So I'm going to show some of those. But anyways, I'm not going to hold up too long. This is a music station after all, so we're going to get back into the music here. And it's the bottom of the hour here. It's 9:30 p.m. Local time here in Champaign, Illinois. And we're going to roll right into my top music pick of the week here. So this is a song that I had added to the library recently, and I'm really excited to show it all to you. I'm guessing most people have never heard it before. This is a 2018 release. It is Fade Into the Night by Spock, right here on 88.7 FM WPCD. 88.7 FM WPCD. That was Angel Blessings by Sex Week. Yes, that is the band name. A lot of indie bands have weird names. And it was also a 2024 release. So yeah, anyways, it is 10:03 p.m. You're listening to 88.7 FM WPCD, Champaign, Illinois, the greatest alternative in the world. Not even just in Champaign, but just in the world. Honestly, you can't find another station with as much brand new music as we have playing on here. And yeah, just a lot of DJs that, everyone who does this just does it because they really like it, especially people like me. I already completed the class and I don't need to come in here and do these shows. I'm literally doing them after I worked 8 hours and then I played golf for about 2 hours. And I still came in here because I love it, and that's what it comes down to. So I'm back, and I'm going to be back. Now we're back from, it's still live for me, but now we're back from looking at those clips of my radio show. And yeah, you could hypothetically tune into that. It would be hard to work out the time zones And yeah, it's kind of inconsistent when I go like what day and what time and stuff. But anyways, let's talk about some YouTube stuff again really quick. So I just want to say you can go back and see I have uploads going back on my channel to 2015. Just some videos that I made with my friend. And then I've got some old 360 no scope compilations. I've got some Payday 2 videos. I used to just make gaming videos. And yeah, I'm probably gonna put some like gameplay footage into this if there's nothing else to show. And it's probably gonna be GTA 5 Golf, which is pretty cool. I like playing that and other golf video games, but that's just the game that I have on my computer, and I can't like afford to get, like the EA game and stuff like that. But I have played them, and I've played the 2K one as well. And yeah, I like golf in real life, and I like golf video games now. But yeah, I just wanted to, say that beyond just this, I've actually been uploading videos onto YouTube and watching YouTube for a very, very long time. So this is a public channel, and I'm going to link it in the description. Let me look it up really quick. So it's Legos, Legoz, then 115. You can look it up on YouTube, no space, and it'll pop up. Legos 115. This is a video. This is a channel that's still public that I made way back in the day. So these videos are 12 years old. They're all 12 years old. And so they're all videos of me building Lego guns. I was really into building guns out of Legos with like functional slides and stuff. So I'm gonna edit in some videos from that, and then there's also me as a kid, and so yeah, I'll show all that stuff because it's pretty funny. But yeah, this is a public channel. You guys can go and watch the videos if you want. I have no idea what the like login information for it is to like get in and like access the channel and stuff, but yeah, you guys can still go and check that out if you so desire. So I just wanted to talk about that, and I had other channels, but I think I deleted them at some point and just forgot. But I vividly remember it was called COD Glitcher 115. COD Glitcher 115. It doesn't come up. I think I deleted it like in because I was in like middle school, and I probably was, afraid people would make fun of me. So yeah, I probably just deleted it. But it was called COD Glitcher 115, and it was about COD Zombies glitches for the COD World at War Zombies app, which you can't even get anymore. It's not even on the App Store anymore because it's so old. But I used to do I made a couple videos on like out of the map glitches and stuff like that, and I was really into that. And obviously I went on to make, some other zombies videos on this current channel. And one more thing I wanted to talk about is my logo. So my channel user picture is this new logo that I created, and yeah, so I showed it to my parents, and they're like BR, and so I think that's how a lot of people are gonna see it, just because that's how it reads. People are used to reading left to right in like the US and stuff, in most places. But if you screenshot it and you go on your camera roll on your phone and you flip the image, and you see what it would look like if the R were backwards and then the B weren't backwards, you'd see it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look good when the R's backwards. The B, it looks the same whether it's backwards or not, but the R just like looks weird when it's backwards, and that's sort of the reasoning for having it be, BR from left to right, but it's because the R just looks better when it's not backwards. But either way, it's my initials made into a, logo and interesting shape. And the interesting part about this logo is that I actually came up with it as a child, because I used to modify Nerf guns. So yeah, I graduated from building guns out of Legos to building to modifying Nerf guns and spray painting the outsides of the Nerf guns to customize them and stuff. And so yeah, on my customized modified Nerf guns, I would add on this logo, just the BR, not anything else, but just the BR. And so yeah, I added all the other stuff, but just the BR part of the logo, I came up with it as I was a kid, and I drew it onto my modified Nerf guns as like a way to sort of market that I modded it and stuff. And so yeah, that's how I came up with it. And yeah, it was after I made the deep dives on everything thumbnail picture. I made that first, and I made that my channel picture, but then I thought of making my my BR logo like into a profile picture, and so that's what I did, and that's the result. So let me know what you guys think about it. If you think it's trash, let me know. But yeah, that's the inspiration for that. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about how I've been on YouTube. I've been uploading on YouTube since I was a kid. I've been watching YouTube videos since I was even younger than that, and I still mainly like watch YouTube videos. It's like the main thing that I like watch anything on is YouTube. I don't like other social medias at all. I really don't, especially Twitter. And I refuse to use it, and TikTok as well. I'll occasionally get on Instagram, but it's kind of the same stuff. You're just scrolling mindlessly. You're not, at least on YouTube, you get to kind of pick what video you watch. Like, you're still working on like recommendations from them, but at least you get to like click, you get to look at the videos and then like decide to click on a certain video about a certain subject. You're not just like scrolling and boom, it just gives you a thing to look at. But admittedly, I'll do that on Instagram from time to time, but not very often. But yeah, so I've been wanting to get into, posting on YouTube, and I just figured like, let's just do it. And so that's the way the Cody Ko video came about was I got the email, and a couple hours after I got the email, it popped into my head. I was like, I should just like make a super quick YouTube video about this, since nobody else is like talking about this yet on YouTube. And then like, maybe I'd be able to get some views on it just because it's a current situation, and like this is kind of like pressing information. And so yeah, like I'm sure that when I made my video that people on Twitter were probably already sharing it around, but nonetheless, I didn't see anybody posting about it on YouTube yet by the time when I posted mine. But it's also, not the highest quality video by any means. So yeah, it's just a screen recording of me like showing the email, and then it's actually me recording with my phone microphone. So I just recorded my voice through my phone with voice memos, and then emailed the audio to myself and downloaded it onto my computer. And I had to try and sync it up, and I was using online Adobe editing software to try to sync it up, which is why I couldn't quite get it perfect. But I found a different free editing software that's actually better, and that's what I used for the Deep Dives on Everything video, and that's what I'm gonna use for this, except I'm gonna edit my voice at least partially on Adobe Audition here, but I won't be able to do any video editing here. But yeah, anyways, that's I think that's about all I had to talk about. We're at about 30 minutes here, which I'd say is a decent amount of time of yapping. That's a lot of yapping, isn't it? So yeah, let me know what you all think about the Yappin podcast, the Bros Yappin podcast. I wanted a kind of a goofy name, and I also just wanted this to be kind of a chill, laid back vibe, more so than my last, than the deep dives on everything. But I still, like I said, I still do want to do the deep dives on everything. I just need to find another good topic to do it on. So if you guys want to go check out, if you listen to this, you should definitely check out that Deep Dives on Everything podcast. It's 13 minutes long, and let me know what topic you'd like me to deep dive into next, and I'd really appreciate any feedback. But yeah, one last little part, one last little thing. I just wanted to talk about what I've been doing as well. Over the summer, I got an internship, and so I've been talking about it with my radio shows, but on my radio shows. But yeah, I've been I had an internship at a local TV station that I've been doing over the summer, and I recently applied for actual jobs, and 2 actual jobs, like real positions, not intern position, because I'm just an intern right now. But yeah, I applied for real jobs, and so yeah, I might be working pretty soon here at a local TV station. It's the I've already said that I'm just trying to think about what I want to say. So yeah, I've talked about how I work at 88.7 FM, Parkland College Radio, WPCD, and that's in Champaign, Illinois. It's where Parkland College is. And yeah, so basically this TV station is I don't want to say what it is. I don't know why I'm like afraid to say what it is. It's probably fine. It's called WCIA Channel 3. It's the market leading TV station for Champaign, Illinois. And so yeah, I've been working there as an intern over the summer, and we're looking to start a like regular job there. So yeah, that's what we've got going on right now. I'm gonna continue to do my radio show outside of that, because I usually do them at night, and I really like doing them. And yeah, I'm gonna try to upload on YouTube. I have to sneeze, but it won't come out. And yeah, so And then a lifestyle thing, like I alluded to with the GTA golf, and I've been getting into real life golf as well, and I've been playing golf at least like once or twice a week. When I've been in Champaign, and I really love playing golf. It's really, really fun. Striking the ball pretty well. Wedge game, strong. Short iron game, strong. Long iron game, not as strong. Wood game, not as strong. Off the tee, not super strong. I can hit really good drives, but then it's not like super consistent, and I haven't practiced it as much. But I really, really like hitting wedge shots. I like hitting flop shots really high up. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, the other morning, it was 2 days, or was it yesterday? I think it was, it was yesterday in the morning when I woke up. I like stretched. When you wake up in bed and you stretch, you have your toes like pointed down, and I got a Charlie horse, a muscle cramp in my calf. And so I don't know how many of you have had that exact experience. It's happened to me a bunch of times in that exact scenario where you're waking up or you're just laying in bed and then you stretch your legs and then boom, Charlie horse in your calf. And it was terrible. I was literally screaming. I was like yelling. I was in so much pain. It was the kind of Charlie horse where like you can see it kind of knotting up. Like you look at where the spasm is and you can see it kind of like moving around and tightening up, and it's super freaky and weird. To be honest, it's really freaky and weird. And so yeah, it was really painful. And now, I ended up golfing that day, despite, my calf being like super sore. And it's the next day and my calf is still like super sore. And I feel like I'm walking funny because of it. Like, it's terrible. But, thankfully it's on my lead foot. It's on my lead foot as far as my stance for golf. So at least since I was just playing at the range and I wasn't having to get into any sort of like an awkward stance out of a bunker or like off of the edge of the green or something like that, I was just on like an even flat surface at the driving range. So it didn't really affect my golf swing at all, but it's affecting my walking and stuff, and it still hurts, man. It hurts really bad. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to talk about. And that's the first episode of Bros Yappin podcast in the books. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I have no idea. I literally thought of this concept, earlier today. And I have no idea what sort of a schedule that I would want to commit to for this, as far as like when it'll be uploaded, on what days, how frequently, especially with if I start this job soon. I'm gonna have to figure out when I would record this, when I would edit it, and when I'd be able to upload and all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna have to kind of play that by ear, but nonetheless, I would like to continue to make this podcast, the Bros Yappin podcast, and just kind of talk about, life, talk about what I'm doing, talk about what I've been doing. And yeah, I think it's a chill vibe, and I hope you all enjoyed. And thank you all for watching and listening. I hope you liked the first episode of the Bros Yappin podcast. And tune in for the next episode. Turn that notification bell on so that you know when the next episode comes on. And once again, if you didn't enjoy, at least you had the background music to listen to, the chill vibes. So, you can fall asleep to this. You can drown this out. You can just not listen to this, but have it playing while you're like washing dishes and like not paying attention. That's fine, But anyways, that's all for today. And I thank you all for watching, and have a great day.